Hi. I would like to show you how to do the hair. Okay. Essentially, you're gonna start by separating out all the parts in the front of your hair. It's okay if you don't part it well. I don't part anything well ever. And then at your nape, I don't know if you can see that. You're gonna part off 2 sections. So that way, when you put your hair up into Dutch braids, you won't be pulling too much at the hair at the nape of your neck, and it won't feel tight and uncomfortable. Nothing should be tight or uncomfortable. So I'm just gonna undo those. I wish I was fast, but I am not fast. That's fine. Okie dokie. So that section was talking about my parts are never straight, but it goes straight down the middle. But what you do to hide that is you go like this. My hair is stretched out because before I did the braided style, I had my hair in twist, so that helped. But I think you can do this with shorter hair. It does help me though that my hair does this. So, okay. Don't you make a knot at me. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Thank you. Okay. Then, once the sides are too short, what you'll do is you can twist it the rest of the way down. And if you were actually moisturizing your hair, I would add more water or shea butter to the ends. What I like to do when I wear my hair in 2 braids tucked up is I take that twisted end and make a little hole in the braid, but not with any hairs caught, so make sure you're not snagging anything. And you take the end and you put it through gently like this. And you see? Okay. It looks funny now, but your ends are protected. Alright, everything that you need out should be out. I hope this isn't too long. I wanted to show how easy this was, but I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just a little hermit in a little hermit hole. So please be forgiving. Alright, on the other side, making sure that everything is still separated out. And I really like to leave the part where my sideburn is out. Ooh. I think my skin is shedding like a snake because it's winter. Okie dokie. Oh well. So just, it's crooked, it's fine. This part, this first one, we've left this out of this side. So what we're gonna do is this is gonna be your first little link in the braid. We're gonna bring this over to this side and start the braid, leaving all of this out. And if you want to make it easier on yourself, because I frequently accidentally pick up parts of my hair when I don't want to, is you could do this and then tuck your hair just like we did our ends through one of the little loops or rungs in your braids. And because it's 4C hair or whatever hair texture you have, it should stay. Who needs ponytail holders? Not me. This is getting more and more chaotic. I'm tired. I've got hands, I promise. You're gonna make sure that this is not up in this braid. So all of this is going up. This is staying down. And there should be 2 sections. So one, 2. And 1, 2. I hope you can see that because I can't see a thing. Okay. Okie dokie artichoke. Stop that. Release. Thank you. Okie dokie. Okay. See, that's much easier than making a giant knot. Sometimes when your hair tries to disrespect you by making big old knots, gently, I think it really helps me to very gently let it know I'm in control and I'm not having it, and that we're not creating any tension or any knots in here today. I sure hope I'm not insufferable. This is fun though. Okay. Uh-oh, are we out of here? We're not out of here. We need one more. This part of my hair, because it's a nape, the hair is always like, there's a few broken hairs where my silk scarf doesn't cover at night. So I just try to make sure that those are separated. Otherwise, everything's gonna stick together. So then just like the other side, just finish your braid off like normal. I'm doing my best. So I'm just gonna do evil and I'm gonna split it in half. I'm so sorry. I don't like being exposed like this. But oh well, it's okay. This is fine. Gonna find a secure spot in your braid to, oh wow, it's all you're gonna find a secure spot in your braid to just put it right in. And then you got these. And you can let these back down and not be able to see and stuff. That's fine, if you like that. And you're gonna take Oh, ducks. I did exactly what I said I shouldn't do. It's fine. I only left out. No. Ooh. What the heck did you do? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? You didn't even get a contact bar. What did you do? Okay, I left one side out on the other side, so I'm gonna have to slightly undo that braid and redo it, and please bear with me. Doing the same thing, tucking the braid in the braid. Wow. Fashion. Okay. Occasionally I have the very invasive thought that maybe I was a... Don't curse. Maybe I was a change. In the back. And you're gonna take the two chunks. And you're gonna cross them over. For me, it's actually really easy to just take one side, and exactly as we did at the bottom. I don't know if you can see. Man, I hope you can see. Can you see? The back bend. You tuck. Like, you poke your finger through one of the ones of the braid, and you take that little coil end and tuck it in there. And if you need to, you can pull it up and tuck it again into a different run. And that should be pretty secure. And then you're gonna go find a run again on the other side. So you see how my thumb has gone through. And you tuck. And then if you have enough room, you tuck again. But I don't, and yeah, I don't. I wonder if this would be easier on blow-dry hair, but also, no, I'm not sacrificing hours of my life to Cthulhu. Why am I so chaotic? Anyway, this is a braid. It's twisted at the end, so you don't have to fight God himself to get it out. Please don't do that. Don't, it's not high school again. Don't finger guns at people. Don't do that. Stop it. Okay, don't do that. Okay. You're gonna flip it over. So it wants to go to this side. You're gonna flip it over. I think that's like literally a lump of shea butter. Somewhere over the rainbow? Yes, I found you. There you are. Be gone. It's fine. Everything's fine. You're just gonna take that and you're gonna tuck it over the braid. You're gonna make a hole into the braid with your fingers. Make sure there's no hair stuck. And then you're gonna loop it around and you're gonna stick it right back in the braid. Ah. This is so silly. Oh gosh. Then, if you want the twisted section to be floofy, you spray water on it and then like, wow, it's floofy, alright. I'm gonna slightly untangle the ends so that the ends are fluffier than they would be after being slept on. Man, who sleeps? I sleep. I guess this is an example of how the ends can look like thin, or as some people say, raggedy, and absolutely not be. And that's just shrinkage. Ah, okay, all right, I'm a person. God, I hope this isn't infuriating. You twist down, but you're leaving space so that it becomes a chunky twist. And at the end, you're gonna twist a bit tighter. One of the things that can really help with this is doing it on blow-dried hair. And because you're only using about this much of the twist or the braid, it shouldn't matter so much the length of your hair, as long as you can fluff it and tuck it. And it's not gonna look the same on everybody, and that's fine. You can adapt it to how you want it to look, and it'll be fine. Whoa. Eh? Eh. If I'm not making myself laugh, especially when things are hard, why am I here? You shall cooperate with me. Yes, thank you. Much obliged. You are going to tuck this behind in much the same way. You could just shove it in there and it won't pop out, but if you want extra security, without using any pins, you can do the same thing you did with the braid. And bring it out and tuck it in again. And now this section from here to here, so from beyond my eyebrow or wherever you want, it's a pretty thick depth for a section. But I like to part out these parts because I want to protect my edges as much as possible and let them be thick and fluffy and happy. So we're gonna braid this, we're gonna braid this, we're gonna twist this, or braid it? I don't know yet. If you could not, sir, sire, mister, not, today, that would be great. If you could excuse yourself from my hair, I'd really appreciate it. If you could stop disturbing my peace. If you could yeet yourself. I'm 27. I don't know what the cool kids are doing because I'm not a kid. I know that probably just aged me, but I'm old, so I don't care. Yeah, anyway. This braid is pretty tight, but you know, that's too tight at the top. The actual body of the braid itself is gonna be tight, but I like to slide down from my edges, so I'm not causing any tension. I also like to pick it up. See that? Yeah. I like to pick it up and estimate where I need to start so I don't feel like I'm ripping out my edges. Okie dokie. It's fun. So howdy. How do you do? I don't even know if I'm going to post this in a respondable format, but I hope you're doing okay. I hope that you had a nice day. I hope that you're being nice to yourself and giving yourself grace. That was hard today, but I did it anyway. I'm doing it now. I'm finding ways to distract myself. And I'm trying my best. And that's all that you can do. So even if you had a hard day, I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad that you got through it. And if it's not the end of the day for you, I hope that you get through it well. I hope tomorrow's peaceful for me and for everybody else. I'm just a little beaten, so it's fine. At the end, so you're gonna do the twist again. You're gonna do much the same thing. Probably sleeping with a scarf would make this look a lot more like compressed. If you want a pin, you can stick a pin here, but I try not to put pins in my hair as much as possible. I do it sometimes, but I feel that they damage my ends. Ooh. Ooh. I have 4C hair. This is going to be fluffy, so it's not going to be perfectly defined, and that's okay. When you're separating something that's webbing, it helps to hold the end and just pull right out. I'm so sorry, but also when you're separating these, you put your finger where you're coming down and glide it down your hair so that you don't create any snags. Holding the end prevents the knot from forming, so my hair is not knotted. You just have to be extremely patient. And it probably also has to be damp enough, at least in my case. So this is webbed, and I'm trying to separate this for the braid, so. Oh God, this is already like an hour long. Okay, just, yeah. Is that separated? Dear God, okay, yeah, there you go. There you go, buddy. It is very nice when people from Reddit to say elegant, because, well, they're saying that over here it's the Caillou theme song on repeat in my head, and it's just, I'm just a kid who swore each day it grows more. Or growing up is not so tough, except when I've had enough. Yeah, it's fine. It's totally relatable. Again, you're leaving space so that you don't rip out your hair. And it has room to shrink. If it doesn't have room to shrink, it'll try to, and it'll just end up pulling. Especially with things like humidity. As soon as the humidity changes, even if you don't add any additional water to your hair, it's gonna try to adjust to the humidity. At least if you have 4C. Or actually all hair does adjust to the humidity, and it affects the state of your hair, which is why I find it quite helpful. This is too skinny, and I think there was another piece, but you know what? myself again. The changeable humidity is one of the reasons why I like to keep a silk scarf on, because it helps kind of create like a microenvironment on my head where it's harder for the heat and the humidity underneath the scarf to change, because I've essentially got myself a little greenhouse. And not as in that it makes your hair grow or anything like that. It just protects your hair from expanding and contracting in reaction to the humidity outside. And in the winter, that's especially important. Especially for me, because I live in not just the cold, but the dang darn cold. Yeah. Oh, I can braid. I don't feel like braiding this all the way down, there's no reason to, so I'm just gonna twist it, and I'm gonna add extra shea butter because, forgive me, I could just let the braid go. That would make so much more sense. I'm just a little chaos gremlin. But in pictures, I can pretend that I'm not. Don't try to separate too much either side so that it comes undone easily. This is supposed to be a thicker braid, so it might look a little bit silly, but I guess the point has come across. Twisting the ends, that was my spine. Ba, 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 ba. You can just take that, and since it's, for me, it goes all the way into the back, I can just roll it up, like a fruit roll up, and shove it in. Doesn't look like yesterday because it's supposed to be this size. Let's see, what did I do? Stop. Come on out of my hair. Come on out of my hair. Not. Okay. If you want to die, then you can die later at the hands of my scissors. You really gotta test me today. I'm tired of being tested today. I'm just gonna make a new part because I'm not getting my hair scissors out of the cabinet. I should have had them out and I forgot, but I'm not sacrificing my hair to a knot. It will be slain in the most appropriate way. This is a twist. None of the actual one though. Okay, that part was totally unnecessary because I'm just gonna... Okay. Let me just casually commit a murder. Sorry for the disturbance and the turbulence. See you, and I don't like you. And you're gonna get the heck out of my hair. There, that's fine. Okie dokie. If you're still here, I'm amazed by you and I really appreciate it. I hope this was worth it if you asked for a tutorial. I didn't want to just ignore it because it's easy. And I wanted to share. There. And then you're gonna take that. What I did yesterday is I put it over this way instead of this way, but you can also do that if you'd like to. So this, and make sure it's sitting towards the back. And I put it through the braid. And this time I just shove it in because, well, I can do that. And then this one is another braid. I'm gonna do the back too before I do this bit. And these are so much easier. Smoothing it down like this kind of gets any tangles and shed hairs to the ends. I'm not really detangling, but it helps. And the shrinkage really helps. The shrinkage is my buddy. I'm gonna say it like that. That's my buddy old pal, yeah? Yeah. I don't actually get out much, so that's my excuse. I don't know why I'm looking at you like, you're still there? Maybe you're not, you're probably not still there. This has been quite a long and trying time. So I hope this is worth it for you if you are still here, because this is going on an hour long. And I could try to edit it, but I also severely have underestimated just how long it takes me to do these things. And I feel like if I edit it, the details of how exactly it goes up and into itself will be lost. So now you've got this. And you're going to take that and you're going to run it up alongside the braid, like so. And you're going to tuck it right into the top, very securely. Just give it a good shove. Now you're just going to do the same to the other side approximately and make sure it goes where you would prefer it to. Kind of like it. If you're much faster than me, this should be faster? Yes. If you're faster, it should be faster. Again, if you want to part your hair to do all this, the spray bottle face, if you want to part your hair to do all this, you can. But I find that when I try to get perfect parts in my hair, I just break my hair, and I prefer to detangle with my fingers. So as long as nothing is overlapping where it shouldn't be, and the area where I touched my scalp is clear and not snagging, that's fine. If you do not remove yourself, I will remove you for you. Thanks. I hope this is at least mildly entertaining, if not helpful. I don't know. I wonder if anybody else tries to get through doing their hair by talking to it. Through it. And to it. This is actually me taking an extremely short amount of time on my hair. Because when I do my mini twist, it could take like up to 4 8-hour days. And I've learned to watch movies. I've learned to watch movies and full shows, and I got really into My Dad the Bounty Hunter on Netflix. Probably gonna rewatch it actually. This is too wet, but it'll do. Try not to do it too tight to your scalp again. You don't need to be in pain. Beans, beans, are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you. Making a braid downtown, going slow, because I'm not good at braiding. And now I'm just gonna give up and twist. I feel like the braids need shea butter at the ends more than the twist, just because when I make that transition, I need it to be able to separate, and the shea butter clumps it together well so that can happen. I should have done the braid slightly looser so that it puffs up. I actually figured that out. That's the problem with the other side. The braid is too tight. The braid is also much thicker. But it's not going to be the same way every time, and that's fine. One of the things you can do to prevent your twists from being hard to take down, you can coil one side. This is much easier with flexi gel for it to stay. And then you can coil the other side. And you've got like a happy little snake tongue. And then you could twist this up and tuck it wherever you so choose. Before this was thicker and it went on this side and it was puffier. But doesn't seem to be working for us. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it low instead of high. And then just adjust them so they sit as you prefer. Man, I hope the back doesn't okie dokie. I don't understand how people pose gracefully when like things are moving. I don't know how to do that, so go. Night. Thanks for watching my shenanigans.